paper forward and tossed in some copper coins, a silk handkerchief, his watch, and the key to his house. Damian followed suit, producing a similar assortment, and a document. He had picked up the deed from the family solicitor that afternoon, enjoyed carrying it around, the symbol of his financial independence, and the memory of his dead mother. "Bewley," he said, and snatched it back. "I can't wager my estate. I won't." To Robert, the words can't and won't were like a burr under the saddle. "Do it," he cried. "I'll bet Longford against it. Devilish fine property, good income, just as good as yours, maybe better." Damian's hand clutched the heavy parchment. An angel or devil perched on his shoulder told him this was an important day, one that deserved a grand gesture. He goggled at the dice, then blinked away the smoke of cheap candles. What were the odds? Numbers danced meaninglessly in his brain. Marcus Lithgow would know. But the friend who had taught them all how to calculate the chances was abroad again, in Germany or maybe Holland. Damian glanced up at Julian, who leaned against the wall with his arms folded, regarding them with a twisted smile. "Shall I?" he asked. Julian was his best friend, had been for years. He wouldn't steer Damian wrong. "You're a man of means now. Nothing ventured, nothing gained." All true, except Damian didn't want to gain, because he had what he wanted. So did he need to venture? What's the harm? Lose it tonight, you'll get it back tomorrow. That was true. If Damian won, he'd give Robert the chance to win it back. Robert would do the same for him. None of their coterie, boon companions for almost 5 years, ever lost serious amounts to each other. It was a grand gesture with no real risk. His grip loosened, and he let the deed join the flotsam on the shabby baize of the gaming table. His eyes watered. One hand seized the greasy glass and raised it to his lips, the cheap liquor stinging his throat and burning his gut. With the other hand he picked up the battered leather dice box. "Done," he said, rattled the dice hard, and let them fly. The last thing he remembered before he lost consciousness was Robert's cry of triumph. The following evening, Damian boarded the coach for the north of England. He had only enough money for a cheap seat. Travelling outside on the stage in wet, cold weather seemed a just punishment. The rhythm of the horse's gait drummed out the words, "Stupid, stupid, stupid," as the roads grew worse. Each jolt of the coach sharpened his misery with the reminder that the painful reckoning grew ever nearer. He couldn't bring himself to return the servant's surprised greeting with a smile when he stepped in through the massive oak door of Amblethorpe Hall. "Where is his lordship?" he asked, handing over his sodden greatcoat to the shivering butler. "In the book-room?" "Aye, my lord. Do you wish for any refreshment after your journey?" "Thank you, no." Facing his father drunk might be easier, but he'd seek no relief from the scourging he faced. Even in summer, heat never penetrated the granite walls or lofty arched passages of the ancient fortress. The passage to the rear of the house, gloomy in the November afternoon, seemed both endless and all too short. A blazing fire in his father's habitual lair offered physical comfort, but nothing else. "Kendall! What a surprise!" Lord Windermere rose from behind his desk without a smile, but a glint in his eye told Damian that the old man was glad to see him. He took a deep breath and accepted his father's solemn handshake. "I didn't expect to see you for some time. I don't know if you received my letter congratulating you on your majority. Either way, let me repeat my good wishes." "Thank you, sir." They'd parted on cool terms at the end of the summer after the usual row about Damian's